We have now tropical storm warnings in effect for the entire coastline up to about Watch Hill, Rhode Island now, so that includes the entire tri-state area. Kev G, weather overview. And I haven't seen much appreciable difference since we last spoke about this 12, 13 hours ago. The model runs overnight continue their various depictions of what's going to happen, but all in all, it's generally the same idea. The same idea of a stalling storm menacing our coastline for at least 3 more days. The main impacts will be from noon Sunday to noon Monday, in my view, with a very slow let-up. And if you're about 10 to 20 miles inland, you're not really going to notice much, and we will break it all down. But here's the latest graphic from our National Weather Service in Upton, New York. Like them on Facebook and Twitter. And here is the aforementioned Hermine, the Queen of Mean. And she is getting ready to emerge off the North Carolina coast. Now, you're going to hear a lot of information about, whether this is tropical, non-tropical, extratropical, subtropical. For the average weather person, not the weather geek, it really doesn't make much of a difference. And I just wanted you to know that. I think that this is going to be the equivalent of a bad nor'easter. A nor'easter, much like December of 1992, if you remember that storm. That storm really took a lot of time to pull away, and it caused a lot of coastal flooding along our shorelines. I think we'll end up with less rain overall than the December 92 nor'easter, but if you want something to compare it to, don't compare it to Sandy. Sandy is one of a kind. This is more like the genre of December of 1992. The Hurricane Center's track, basically the same. Again, the most important thing to take away is that this storm is going to relinquish its grip on the region very slowly. You can see where it is by Tuesday. It really hasn't made much more forward progress as it gets stuck between the Atlantic high pressure to its east and an upper level high pressure that's going to be situated over New England. So this storm is going to stew and simmer and twist and turn, and it's going to make for extensive coastal flooding, I think, along the Jersey Shore and along parts of the South Shore of Long Island. I think there will be moderate to major coastal flooding just because of the fact that, as I've stated before, it's 2 to 4 successive high tide cycles we have to get through. That's a lot. So we looked at this last night. I don't have any big changes here. I think if you're south of Belmar, New Jersey, including Belmar itself, you should be preparing for hurricane conditions tomorrow night into Monday, if only for a brief time. But still, I would prepare for it and definitely prepare for significant coastal flooding and beach erosion in all areas. You can see how the wind markedly drops down once you get north and west of I-95 to the point where if you're up into the Hudson Valley, you're noticing a couple of breeze, like you're saying, what's the big idea? But this is a coastal situation, no doubt about it. Now, I wanted to do a graphic on the rainfall. This is what I think will happen. Again, you notice the trend. Well inland, not a whole heck of a lot. And it's unfortunate because they need the rain. So while we don't need the wind situation, we certainly could use the rain. And especially over Suffolk County, they stand the best chance to make up a little bit of ground, but it's only going to be a drop in the proverbial bucket, so to speak. So I wanted to leave you with this nice thing from AccuWeather.com because we're so bogged down in this storm here, Hermine. We are looking forward to a warm fall across the tri-state area. It'll be warm and dry, and I think once this storm passes by Tuesday night and Wednesday, I think we'll have a big ridge of high pressure built in, and our temperatures will go back up above normal. Remember, we should be near the mid to upper 70s this time of year. We'll probably be in the low to mid 70s during this storm transition phase over the next 3 days, and then we'll rebound our temperatures to possibly over 80 degrees by week's end. So a tough storm nonetheless for people on the Jersey Shore and along coastal communities on Long Island. This is a tough storm, a lot of coastal flooding to deal with. So be prepared. Now is the time to prepare for a long duration coastal storm. And I'll have more updates to follow tomorrow.